Shandra Whitehead was a beloved mother of two who lived in a quiet suburban neighborhood in Memphis, Tennessee. She worked as a nurse and was known for her warm personality and devotion to her children. She was also close with her neighbors, one of whom, Gregory D. Johnson, was a friendly acquaintance who had often helped her with odd jobs. On October 3, 2011, Shandra didn't show up to work. Her co-workers grew concerned and called her home. When no one answered, they went to check on her, but the house was eerily quiet. Concern turned into panic when the police arrived, and they discovered Shandra's lifeless body in the bedroom, with signs of blunt force trauma to her head. The case was immediately suspicious as nothing had been stolen from the home. However, a neighbor reported hearing loud noises from Shandra's house the night before, but hadn't thought much of it. Detectives soon began questioning the people closest to Shandra, and the name Gregory Johnson came up repeatedly. Neighbors mentioned that Gregory had been helping Shandra with some household repairs in the weeks leading up to her death. His familiarity with her home and his proximity to the victim made him a person of interest. The police brought Gregory in for questioning, and he seemed unusually calm for someone whose neighbor had just been found dead under suspicious circumstances. When questioned about the last time he saw Shandra, he claimed they had spoken the day before but hadn't seen each other since. But the investigation into Gregory's past revealed a disturbing pattern. Gregory Johnson had a long history of domestic violence and had been in and out of trouble with the law. He had several assault charges on his record, many of which were against women he had been close to, including his ex-wife. However, nothing tied him directly to Shandra's murder until a breakthrough came when detectives searched his vehicle. In the trunk, they found a bloody hammer, the same kind of tool that matched the blunt force trauma to Shandra's skull. When Gregory was confronted with the evidence, he initially denied any involvement. But as the pressure mounted, he broke down and confessed to the crime. He admitted that Shandra had rejected him after a period of flirting and friendly gestures. He had developed an obsessive interest in her, but she had made it clear that she was not interested in anything more than a friendship. Gregory became enraged and, on the night of her murder, went to her house under the guise of helping her with some repairs. Once inside, he attacked Shandra with a hammer in a fit of jealousy and rage. He explained that after killing her, he attempted to clean up the crime scene but panicked and fled. He discarded the hammer and tried to act normal, but his conscience got the better of him. The murder was a crime of opportunity, and Gregory had underestimated Shandra's strength and resolve. During the trial, it became clear that Gregory's feelings for Shandra had turned obsessive. He had been rejected by other women in the past, and his inability to cope with rejection led to the murder of a woman who had once trusted him. The case garnered significant media attention due to the relationship between the killer and the victim, as well as the brutal nature of the crime. Shandra's family and friends were devastated by her loss. She was a single mother, dedicated to her children, and her violent death left a permanent scar on the community. Gregory's obsession with Shandra, spurred by rejection, turned violent. His inability to accept her boundaries and the resulting emotional turmoil led to the murder. Gregory Johnson was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. During his time in prison, he reportedly sought counseling for his violent tendencies, but the damage he caused could never be undone.